Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Tuesday, the 26th of October 2021. I have shuffled, so I will cut. Oh, that was a funny cut. Oh well, whatever that was, it's on the bottom of the pack now. Let's just have a look. Oh, the Empress. Well, that's nice. Growth. But anyway, there we go. Lovers in the reverse. The World. And the Moon in the reverse. Right, you know what I think from this? Following on from the theme that's been developing over the last few days, I think whether we know it or not, whether it's showing yet or not, we've taken our choice and we know what side of the fence we're on. And I think this is a very deep-seated... sorry, I just had an image of being deep-seated on the fence. Very ugly. Sorry. This is a very, very deep-seated thing, and I think it is relevant to every area of our lives. And I think having done this, as I say, I think this is so big that we might not even notice it yet. There might be tiny little signs of something fundamental, really, really fundamental having shifted. Tiny little signs of it, some of which might not be particularly pleasant or particularly comfortable. But it's going to take some time to show itself. But we have crossed a Rubicon. We've crossed a Rubicon. And when you cross a Rubicon, not only can you not go back, you just do not go back. You just don't. Okay. Whether you think you do or not, you don't. And perhaps it's in thinking that you do that causes the problems when you have actually crossed the Rubicon. I think we have. And the World in the upright is telling me that. The reason I'm saying that I think a choice has actually been made is because we have the choice card, the Lovers, in the reverse. And there's been such a big theme of it recently. Okay, Moon in the reverse here. Things are going to start appearing for what they are, rather than appearing at one remove as a reflection of something, as an interpretation of something. I think the matter of interpreting and seeing things in this way or in that way, and seeing things second hand, so to speak, through the eyes of others, has come to an end. I think this is going to be huge, and I don't think it's necessarily, as I say, going to be a particularly comfortable process. But, you know, birth is not a very comfortable process for anyone involved. But, you know, if you don't have that, you don't have new life. Let's pull another one. The Devil. Right, this is going to be hard to let go of. This is going to be hard to let go of. And what we're going to have to let go of here is ideas and, again, interpretations of things and general suppositions and presuppositions about things, about our life, about the world, about ourselves, about this or that person or aspect of our lives. We're going to have to let go. And what I'm getting here is that the process of letting go of even negative stuff, even painful stuff in which we are deeply invested, is very hard. Because even if it's a painful investment or an investment in some kind of negativity or sadness or limitation that we simply take to be the way it is, we're invested in that for a reason. That investment is protecting us from something else. It's protecting us from something that we don't want to have to do. Maybe that investment, maybe that self-limiting belief, if I can put it as like that. Maybe it's protecting us from having to take responsibility for something, and we don't want to let it go. This is the process that I see unfolding on the table, but we're going to have to. We're going to have to, because the Rubicon has been crossed. And if we go on behaving as if it hasn't, we're going to get in a mess. But this is going to be quite a difficult process. So if there is something that you kind of question about the way you see things, including the way you see yourself, if there is something that you question, but then you go, oh, well, no, that's just the way it is, that's just the way it is, have another look. Have another look. Because if you were to say, well, actually, that's not the way it is. The way it is opposite to that. Or the way it is something that is truer than that. What are you then going to have to do in order to bring that, in order to manifest that, in order to embody that in your life? For example, I'm sure we all know people like this, people who are always kind of ill, and who kind of make a living out of being ill, because by being ill they get to be protected, and by being ill they get to not take responsibility for themselves, and they get some kind of support for it and attention for it, and they're kind of addicted to it. And the being ill is not nice, but the moment you say to them, well, maybe you could do this to feel better, maybe you could do that to recover, they resist. That's the kind of dynamic I'm talking about here. Because if they stop being ill, they're going to have to pay for their own roof over their head. And they're going to have to work out how to get attention and affirmation and perhaps even affection from other people without being ill to get it. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? Right, let's pull another one. Chariot in the reverse. Very similar to the Lovers in the reverse. We cannot have this both ways. The Rubicon has been crossed, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. When we feel uncomfortable, it's because we are not in alignment with what is. And if we really look, really bravely look, without any thought about how this or that way of looking at things is going to benefit us, just look at things for what they are. Okay, I'm going to pull the last one, Temperance. Right, okay. This is a big change. Give it time. What I'm seeing here, we've got the Lovers here in reverse, so this or that, cake or eat it. We've got the Chariot in reverse, trying to ride two horses with one backside. Can't be done. So we've got this duality here. And then we've got this duality here in the vessels. This is all in-house. The answers to this are inside us, but we're going to have to go through it. We're going to have to be very brave and go through a process of really questioning in the devil what it is we hold on to in order to protect ourselves. Another example that comes to mind is the example of people who work in the spiritual realm who have a kind of yucky feeling about money, and that, or perhaps people on the left in politics who've got a yucky feeling about money and associating money with being selfish and bad. That can be sometimes a self-protecting belief, because if you associate money with something bad, then you never have to face the possibility that you might try to earn it and fail. All of these things are insurance policies. Somewhere along the line, they are insurance policies. So what insurance policies, however painful, however like, oh, poor me, I'm not a happy bunny, What if you stopped being an unhappy bunny and just became a bunny? What would you then have to do for yourself that in the matter of being an unhappy bunny, you don't have to actually face? That's what's happening in the devil. And this tells me, in temperance, it's all inside you. Right. Thank you for watching. Please come back another time. I think that was a little bit harsh. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.